Hello everybody and welcome back to Vintage Survival. So we're in the process of picking up all the potatoes, but we're not going to continue the way we have been doing with the shovel because it is just incredibly slow. I was hoping to get all the potatoes sorted in the previous episode, and of course that didn't happen. So we're going to head off to the store, we're going to spend a bit of money, we're going to buy the front loader for the mower. We probably are going to have to get the mower reconfigured as well, so the mower is going to have to actually go to the store. But we can pick up the scythe at the same time, and also the bucket. So I don't think the front loader is going to come cheap. I hope we can afford it. It does seem a little bit crazy buying it when we don't have much money, but it is going to pay off because watching me shovel at least 2/3 of the potatoes, which is what we have left, is just going to get incredibly painful when we have the option to go for something mechanical. Right, so here we are at the store. Yes, let's just go and check out the front loaders. I think it has its own front loader. Oh, that's the one for the Massey Ferguson 20. That's what we're going to be buying. I look forward to it. Right, so it's £200. That's not too bad. In fact, that's very good. But there's the front loader frame, which I think is quite expensive. Yeah, and then we've got the mini bucket, which has a capacity of 2,000 litres, which is actually very good. And we can pick up any of these different materials here, so that is going to be very useful. I seem to remember that the front loader frame is 600 and something pounds. The actual subframe, not the loader itself. So I think that's going to be quite light, really, overall. And it's liftable. Maybe I should put the bucket in the trailer, and then put the front loader in the front. Yeah, I know that some people said keep this tractor when we get the Massey Ferguson 20, but I just don't think we're going to be able to afford to keep it, since the Massey Ferguson 20 is expensive. Come on, scythe. Don't you mess around. Oh no, it's a flying scythe. I don't think there's anything more lethal than that. I'm not too sure if it's going to be possible. Oh, there we go. Right, okay, so back to the farm. As I said, we're going to have to bring the mower back here, which is going to be quite slow, so I'll probably do the majority of that off screen. And then we can finally continue with the shoveling of potatoes, only with something much bigger than a hand shovel. Slow and steady. What I could really use is a toolbox. I think I might actually buy a toolbox, because heading all the way to the store every time is a bit crazy. And it's possibly going to cost us money, labour fees, which is not what we're looking to do. We're trying to survive here, not spend a fortune on paying for labour. So yeah, I'm just going to go and check out a few different mods, and hopefully there'll be something which will be suitable for our needs. So these are the two mods that I have downloaded at some point in the past. We have the tool trolley, which I've actually used on Survivor Roleplay, 750, and a cheaper alternative here, 299 for the toolbox, which we're going to have to go for. We can't go with the tool trolley because it's just expensive for us, and although it is lovely, it's just not what we should be going for, because we have something which does the same job for only £300 basically. So let's just get that rider mower over here. It's in the grass. It's really growing quickly, but as I explained in the previous video, it's because we have elapsed quite a bit of time to get the crops to grow. In the future, as the series progresses, we won't be doing that. The grass, when it's cut, it will stay fairly short for a long period of time. So, no. Oh no, I don't have Workshop Tabber. Let's just back this up. It will probably then detect the spreader, or the tractor. Pop it over there. Let's see. Oh good, okay, so we are going for front loader attacher. It's £800. I guess it's because it changes all of the framework on here. But it's no labour, that's good, no labour fees. At the same time, would it be worth putting chevrons on? I guess it would actually. We don't need that much traction, but turf tyres I don't think are going to be suitable. Aftermarket, 2-wheel drive. Yeah. We can't have the luxury of 4-wheel drive. Not yet. So we still have £3,156. That's pretty good. We'll lift the front loader out. Get that all set up. Got the bucket as well. Where's my bucket? Oh yes, of course. Oh, hilarious. Alright, there we go. I think a bit of first person view is in order. And without any further ado, let's get to the field. Now I know that there was somebody who said that they had a few issues with scooping with this. I'm hoping that was just because it was an earlier version. We'll find out. I have found that these mods are really good. TimModding mods are just brilliant. Okay, let's not hit a rock. Before we bring the tractor over and take the scythe out, we'll just give it a go. I can't actually tell if I've got my bucket down. Okay, yeah, I can see what the viewer was saying. They are right in a sense. It does seem a little bit tricky to pick them up, but the point is it has picked them up, and that is 1984 litres. So I can live with that. Doesn't matter that it's a bit, well, it's not even that tricky, just a little bit tricky to get them to go in. So let's get this to the field and we will get it done properly. I probably don't say it enough, but I really do appreciate all the tips that everybody gives me. And actually the most recent one is a recommendation for a £400 sprayer, because you know I've been looking for a sprayer so that we can kill off any weeds. Well, one popped up the other day on ModHub, and there were so many people who said, yeah, it's just appeared on ModHub. So we will be getting it when we need it. That's going to pretty much fill it, isn't it? Yeah, that trailer should be a higher capacity, because I don't think that trailer is the same size as this bucket, or just a little bit bigger. It's much bigger. Okay, so let's see how this performs. Yeah, it's fine. We can use that. There we go. I think it's maybe just a little bit sensitive. You just got to have it in that sweet spot, in the perfect position, because that's working fine. So much faster than doing it with a shovel. I would say let's sell the shovel, but because it's barely worth anything, there's no point, because you never know, we might need it for something. I'm guessing we're going to be picking up the oats with this bucket as well. Is that really full? No, it can't be. It's full. Crikey. If this was another series, I would certainly pop into the XML file and adjust the capacity, but since this is supposed to be a survival, I have to use the default settings. I know the capacity of the front section on this tractor is higher than the trailer, so the trailer is just, to me, a bonus carrying capacity. I think we probably have enough here for 2 more loads. That's 2 full loads. But we're getting there. The crows have certainly found it. Shoo! Go away! Anyway, yes. Very, very happy with this mower. It's a lifesaver. I love it. It's so good. And regarding the picking up again, it is just a case of it being realistic, I think. You've got to have the bucket at exactly the right angle, basically flat. Because I know that TimModding has a lot of pride in his work, and it's not the sort of thing which is just going to function however you want to use it. You've got to use it as you would use it in real life. So keep that bucket nice and flat, and there's no issues. Perfect. So yeah, I'm going to attempt to get this clear within the next few minutes, and then, how's that crop doing? Yeah, it's not ready just yet, but hopefully very soon we can get the scythe going, and we can cut down the oat crop. And yeah, just look at our bank account balance. It's not going to be long until we can afford to buy the Massey Ferguson 20, and you never know, maybe we will be able to keep this tractor, because it would be very useful as a trailer, as I've called it before, a self-propelled trailer. Its actual load capacity is quite good. As for the wooden trailer there, I love it. I think it's really good. It's just, I think the the capacity of that is too small. I would be happy to run a vote on it if we all are in agreement that we should just increase its capacity, and it's not deemed to be too unrealistic, then we can go for it. I think that's the best way. Just if we have a majority vote. Right, so that is going to be full again. But actually, looking at it again, maybe it won't be all in the next load. But we're getting there. And by the end, we should have quite a bit of money. Oh, yeah. Never turn tight with a bucket in the air. Yeah, so that is full again. Well, I've just filled the bucket up to the top, so that we're ready for when we come back. But I think, yeah, it's looking like another 2 loads. We can carry 4,500 litres. And just look at those chevrons. Good tractor tyres. This thing is a beast with its heavy duty transaxle. Lovely. Yeah, I think ride-on mowers in this game, they've got a real charm to them. It might be to do with me loving ride-on mowers in real life, I don't know. It's also probably because they're quite rare. There's not many in the game. So being able to use one and actually have a proper use for it like today is brilliant. Useful having such a big sell point. We can actually unload both at the same time. I think it's usually coming in at about 2,200. Impressive figures for potatoes. 2210. And we should have certainly 1.5 more, which will, yeah, that should bring us to the value of the new tractor. But do we just go straight in and buy it, or do we sell the oats first? I suppose, yeah, we could just go straight in and buy it, because we know that we've got the value of the oats in the field. So we'd never be bankrupt. Interesting stuff. I think the new tractor is imminent. Yeah, I'll just get things finished off here. We've seen enough of the potatoes, and with a bit of luck, those oats will ripen today during the video. I can't see why they wouldn't do, really, because it's a lovely sunny day. Progress has been fantastic. We will see. Well, there we go. That is almost all of it. There is just a little bit left in the bucket on the rider mower. Frustratingly, or maybe not frustratingly, depending on which way you look at it, because it means we have more. So next time we are passing this way with maybe the tractor which is full and an empty trailer, we will bring those final 400 litres or whatever it was, something like that. But that does bring us to £11,877. Very good stuff. So yeah, I think it will be worth just waiting a few hours, and hopefully in that time the oats will ripen. We can then start the scythe. Why am I talking as if it has an engine? Yes, we will start scything and we'll cut down some of those oats and just see how the whole process works. Hello car! Maybe we won't need to wait a few hours because it's going to take us that long to get up the hill. Yeah, I think my priority is to get the new tractor. Once we have the new tractor, my priority will then be to get all of the beekeeping stuff underway. I probably shouldn't call it beekeeping. I think honey production is a better name for it because it is really focusing on the actual production of the honey. I guess that is exactly what beekeeping is, but yeah, I don't know enough about bees to get technical here. Basically, we're going to be producing honey, and I think the mod is actually called honey production. I might be wrong. But yes, as I've said several times, it's not where we just place a beehive and then suddenly we magically make money every hour. We actually do have to be active in it. This is an interactive mod with the honeycombs, the bee houses, beehives, and also I think even the separation of the honey from the combs. I don't know. It seems fantastic anyway, so we're going to get into that as soon as we can do. Yeah, the oats aren't ready yet, but they must be so close. We'll get the scythe taken over there. Just park the tractor there. Yes, it's 429 litres. Right, please start the engine. I'm the engine. Oh yeah, we'll do that in first person view. That just looks weird. It's a moving scythe. As I said, it's actually based off the other mower. Oh, come on. My scythe can't make it up the hill. Okay. I don't know if we have to be neat with this. I don't know if staying in a straight line makes the finished product look any neater, but we will soon find out. We will park here. Ooh, it's ready. Okay, so that's... Let me just see here. That's dropping straw. Is that how this works? Oh, I always thought it dropped the grain. Interesting. So you're basically growing straw. I wonder how much straw is worth then. That actually is just straw. Don't know why I'm acting so surprised. Right, okay, so I could have just put in wheat or barley. I don't know which one yields better. Yeah, let's just get that started up. We can use these potatoes for our own consumption. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want to see what it registers it at. I'm not expecting it to say something special like cut oats or anything like that. It is going to say straw. Wow, they're really steep just there. Yeah, because we don't have any kind of threshers or anything. But the idea behind this is clever. And yeah, if you were to cut it down, it would be straw essentially. But I think maybe for the game, if it dropped the grain, it would have been a bit better. I don't know. It's hard to say actually. It's not going to drop both. But yes, we have straw. So what is straw worth? Oh, okay. Quite a bit. Can't complain. Right, okay, so unless I'm using this wrong, maybe there is another way. Maybe there is a way to get this job going. Yeah, we're going to be making money from straw. So let's continue. I think if we just set cruise control lower, yeah, that's better. A natural pace to go at. Yeah, it does feel a little bit weird driving a scythe with a steering wheel. Because we're not even doing the scything action. But yeah, I'm just being funny here. I know, it's a brilliant idea. If only Farming Simulator really did have that though from the start. That would be clever. If you could actually cut down a field with a scythe and then thresh it, separate the straw, the chaff, and the grain. Wouldn't that be fantastic? Because, yeah, I think although having all the big modern machinery is lovely and you wouldn't want to go without it, going to the other end of the spectrum is also really nice. The vintage farming. I don't actually know who made this mod, but well done. It really is good. Because it allows us to go back to these sort of times and do it the slow way, you know, the very labour intensive way. It makes you appreciate it more. Oh, chopping down grass. Yeah, you can cut grass with it, so I do have to be careful. Can go a little bit faster, I think. That would do. In a time lapse I'd go faster. Probably should have cut the grass first, because then there's no risk of contaminating it. Right, so I think this is going to be quite entertaining in a time lapse, which makes its end clear. We can neaten things up at the end. There we go. Okay. I actually don't think it's going to take that long to cut this down, and it might actually be worth going up to onto the right of these trees just to make a clearing. Yeah, I like it. Probably said that a few times now. I am, in some ways, quite easily pleased. Not saying that as if this is a simple mod or anything. It's just, it is the simple mods that I probably appreciate more than a lot of people would. I love them. Okay, right. Off we go. Now, I don't know, but just looking at this, these swaths do seem decent. The size of these swaths. And if you look at it, this side is only about a metre wide maximum. And the amount of straw that we have here, that's like what you get out the back of a small combine. So maybe we're just getting a higher yield instead of getting grain as well. That is just me guessing there. I really don't know, it might be the same. When it comes to picking it up, we should get a pretty good idea of how well we've done. But I think at a price of 232, was it? £232 for 1,000 litres, we can't really go too wrong here. It's going to be good. I look forward to it. But that is going to have to be for the next episode, which actually won't be too long. It's going to be Tuesday, I think. I think it's going to be Tuesday. Still haven't decided if Survivor Roleplay is going to be 2 episodes a week or 1. Yeah, I can't decide. It might be 1. Just to keep the quality high. Because I was sort of... Not really, but a little bit just starting to burn out before. That's why I've taken this break. And I want to keep it good. I don't want to just get loads of episodes out and then have a weak storyline. So, I mean, the day which potentially wouldn't have the Survivor roleplay could quite easily be filled by an episode from another series. Because I think most of them seem pretty popular. Anyway, I don't know, still deciding. So that is filling up at an okay rate, not as fast as the potatoes, but then potatoes are bulky. Yeah, it's going to be a job. But I don't know, even if we make £4,000, I think that's good for the size of the field. Yeah, I think it's fine. Anyway, yeah, we are going to be picking this up in the next episode. Shouldn't take long. Should just be able to get straight into the trailers, get it sold, and then it'll be the turnaround time for these fields. I think the best thing to do is just going to be to plough them both together, and we'll get another crop in. But what crop? That is the question. Because we have to be able to harvest it. Like, if it was canola, how would we harvest canola? We've got many things to think about. Anyway, we'll leave this one here. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. And until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.